90% of all Christian persecution deaths worldwide have occurred in Nigeria in the last 5 years.
Persecution deaths.
Persecution deaths.
Martyrdom.
Martyrdom.
90% of the world's Christian martyrs are in Nigeria.
Are in Nigeria for the last 5 years.
I don't know whether I will be the next, but for me, I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute one kobo. My grace will speak that will lead to Christian liberation. That day is coming. I'm just waiting for them. Even I will tell them, please keep me quickly, because nobody will do kobo. And if they call home, they will tell them our daddy covenant last week that we should never pay kobo. Please kill him, because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave. He will fight to finish him. And I know Jesus has approved that for me.
President Donald Trump has just declared Nigeria a country of particular concern, accusing the government of turning a blind eye to what he calls a genocide against Christians. Trump didn't stop there. He's ordered the Pentagon to prepare a potential response and announced that U.S. aid to Nigeria is suspended until, in his words, the killings stop and justice begins. From Benue to southern Kaduna, Plateau to Taraba, thousands of Christian families have been massacred by militants and left to die in silence. For many Nigerians, this feels like the first time the world is finally paying attention. But others are asking, is Trump standing for faith or testing American power over Africa again? If you believe no innocent life should ever be forgotten, hit like, share this video, and let's uncover what's really happening behind Trump's dramatic move.
Well, how crazy is it that every time there's a major attack where 100, 200, 300 Christians are killed, and then it hits the mainstream media, and it's always unknown gunmen. It's always bandits, robbers, unknown gunmen. When everyone on the ground that survived this says it was Fulani, they were shouting Allahu Akbar when they were doing this, they were on motorcycles, they were, and this is the kind of weapons they were using, this is where they came from, this is where they went. I don't know. Who, what, where, when, and why journalism. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. But the Nigerian government just says, oh, unknown gunmen.
Yeah, they're more interested in controlling people than they are in speaking truth or giving people the respect.
God, I wanted to raise people that will boast out about the genocide in Nigeria on Christians. Our churches have been burned down. We managed to roof the other church, but the pull it down to foundation level. People are worshiping outside. During the rainy season, people are worshiping in one of the houses.
President Trump is threatening to go to war on Nigeria a day after designating the West African nation a country of particular concern over the killings of thousands of Christians there. Stephanie Bennett is live in London with more on this. Stephanie.
Hey, John. Yeah, the president has been very vocal in the last 24 hours on Truth Social. I want to read you just a couple excerpts of one that came out 5 minutes ago. The president said, quote, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killings of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now, quote, disgraced country, guns a-blazing, he says. He is then hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. And he also says in that post, warning the Nigeria government better move fast. Now, yesterday, the president posted also on Truth Social announcing that he was going to put this country as a country of particular concern, saying something must be done. He's now asking Congressman Riley Moore, Chairman Tom Cole, and the House Appropriations Committee to look into it and to report back.
I think this is going to make a huge difference, and we're going to get right to work on this and get to the bottom of what's happening and give President Trump a full menu of options that we can use to try to stop these killings.
Yeah, and Moore says there's about 15 possible options, including suspension of security assistance and targeted sanctions. Nigeria is, of course, considered one of the most dangerous places in the world to be a Christian, according to the well-regulated Open Doors International Group. Over the years, thousands of Christians have been killed in churches, schools, and entire villages have been burned. Some even brand it a genocide. The Nigerian government vowed today to keep fighting violent extremism and said it hoped Washington would remain a close ally. But some analysts blame the country's inability to protect its citizens over that wide spectrum of armed groups that operate across the country, including Boko Haram.
I think fundamentally Nigeria is a failed state. Corruption is simply out of control. So are the kinds of resources that should be there. It is a major exporter of oil, so it should be a rich country, but a lot of it gets diverted through corruption. So they don't have the resources in order to provide their security forces what they need in order to fight back.
And in order to combat this issue, earlier this year, Washington approved $346 million in arms for Nigeria. Back to you, John.
Religion, it's about humanity. When a nation fails to protect its own, truth becomes the only weapon left. At Afriscope TV, we speak that truth, without fear, without apology. Drop your thoughts below. Do you support Trump's action or fear it's another form of control? Smash that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story the world tries to hide. Because when Africa speaks with one voice, the world listens. This is Afriscope TV, where truth has no tribe.
Disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Afriscope TV does not promote hate, violence, or misinformation. All content is based on publicly available data and expert commentary. Viewers are encouraged to think critically and verify independently.